I didn't do anything wrong, and there's other people out there that this is going to happen to, and I just really feel like this needs to be out there and heard.
That York County woman says she's dealing with a situation she's never heard of before. She got into a crash with a DoorDash delivery driver. The other driver pleading guilty to causing the crash, and still, the woman who was not responsible has to pay. Fox 43's Jackie DeTore joins us now to explain how it's possible.
A lawyer tells me there is a loophole in the system right now, and that means some of these delivery drivers may be driving without insurance, even if they have their own personal policy. Now, at least one woman is stuck paying after being hurt in a crash when she says she shouldn't have to. Fox 43 finds out how this happened and how you can protect yourself.
The whole front of my car was just ripped off. The grill was ripped off, the airbag deployed.
Sarah Leapart shows us what is left of her car after getting into a crash in York County back in April.
It turns out he was delivering food for DoorDash.
The driver in the silver car was working for the food delivery app DoorDash at the time of that crash. He has pled guilty to disregarding a traffic lane, though Leapart is still stuck paying her $500 deductible with her insurance company. She feels the other driver should be paying for that.
I didn't do anything wrong, and there's other people out there that this is going to happen to, and I just really feel like this needs to be out there and heard.
Leapart says she called the other driver's insurance company, which is Root Insurance. She was told that insurance company is not responsible for any payment related to the crash.
Or they're not liable for any of the damages at all, because he was clocked in as a food delivery person, and I was completely shocked.
Fox 43 finds out reached out to Root Insurance, and we were sent this statement, quote, "At this time, Root offers coverage for drivers on their own time. When drivers are for hire for another service, including DoorDash, their Root personal auto policy does not cover them." We also emailed DoorDash, and a company spokesperson says this situation is an active investigation and couldn't comment. However, the company's website states DoorDash does provide excess auto insurance for Dashers, but this policy applies only to damages you cause to other parties, i.e. third-party property damage and/or bodily injury, and only to accidents while on active delivery when you are in possession of goods to be delivered. This excess insurance applies only after you go through your own auto insurance policy first. Leapart says she got a different story when she spoke with DoorDash.
I called DoorDash, and it was a very quick conversation. They were like, nope, we can't do anything.
A local lawyer says this insurance gray area has been a problem for years.
It's a loophole that the insurance companies have been using for 25 years, which gets around the mandatory minimum insurance coverage.
Cooper says people may not realize when they're driving for a delivery service, like DoorDash, there are exclusions in personal insurance policies, which could mean those drivers won't be covered once they start making money. Cooper says this was happening a few years ago with Uber.
For a certain period of time, people were driving around without insurance coverage and no one even knew about it. Even legislators didn't know about it.
And then a law was passed in Pennsylvania that requires a company like Uber, also known as a Transportation Network Company, or TNC, to provide insurance in between the time a person turns on the app and then a paying passenger gets into the car. After that, the driver's insurance policy either needs to be better and cover that time in the car, or the TNC network would be able to cover it with that insurance policy. Cooper understands this can all be really confusing for a driver that's just trying to work and make some extra cash.
Unless you know what to look for or you read your insurance policy, which no one does, they don't even know until after the fact, and then it's too late.
All of this is why Leapart is stuck paying her $500 deductible. The lawyer, though, does have some advice.
Go down to a district justice and magistrate, file a claim for $500 against the other driver, and either take a judgment against him because she's going to win, or hope he turns it over to DoorDash and DoorDash pays the $500 plus the cost of filing the case.
He says he has seen cases like this before and believes it's going to keep happening as more and more people sign up to make some extra cash on these apps.
So until the legislature does something, the insurance department does something like maybe not approve these policies, or the courts overturn all these years of cases, there's not going to be coverage on this particular area.
For now, this leaves drivers like Leapart stuck with the bill.
Nobody should have to go through this. It's truly unfair.
Here's what drivers can do to protect themselves. Check your insurance company and check your policy. Take another look at your coverage when it comes to collision and uninsured motorist coverage. That could at least cover most of the expenses in a situation like this. Again, though, that depends on your insurance company. Now, people who are driving for these companies need to take a look at their insurance policies to see if they're even covered during the times they're making money, because that could open you up to a lawsuit if you're not covered. We also did reach out to the state senator who created the original Uber bill a few years ago. Her chief of staff sent us this statement that reads in part, while these delivery apps like DoorDash are providing a beneficial customer service, this story highlights the need for legislators to also take a look at how they are regulated to ensure proper insurance requirements are in place. And if you have a story you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out. Let me know. Send me a message on Facebook or shoot me an email at fox43findsout@fox43.com.